Okay, so we read a lot of books, primarily plays. We read Chronicle of Death Foretold, Master and Margarita, and then after that, I'm pretty sure everything is a play. You got Dollhouse, you got Master Harold and the Boys, you got Death of Salesman, Chronicle, you got Streetcar Named Desire. So there's a lot of books, a lot of plays. Oh, and then you got Othello. Even though Shakespeare kind of counts as a book, it's both. But today we're going to talk about more about the novels, considering we read some of the plays. So first we're going to talk about Master Margarita. The imagery for this is specifically explained because we're going to talk about the themes of Master Margarita because that's such a big part of it. I feel like that's what got me really excited for this class. That's one of the most incredible books I ever read. This is Daddy's idea. So this is going to be Joseph Stalin literally defecating on the public to represent the fact how Bulgakov criticizes the Russian public for so willingly accepting the lies of the Soviet Union but finding religion so ridiculous. I thought that was a really semi-refreshing point because, like, specifically when one of the directors gets sent to Yalta, the guy Likodis, whose name means like bad guy, gets sent to Yalta by Woland, and they get the telegram from Yalta. They're like, oh, there's no way that's from Yalta. Nah, it's from the bar from Yalta, even though it literally says that. So they try to justify it with like knowledge and like logic, but it's illogical to try to justify it because it just doesn't make sense. Which I just thought was a refreshing viewpoint, how he made like using logic to try to make sense of something that is illogical, ridiculous, and I thought that was really cool. A really interesting way to criticize how people in the Soviet Union just accepted these facts, like people disappearing and just going, oh, it's totally fine, everything's definitely better, even though it wasn't. I just thought that was very refreshing. Alright, so here is Ivan when he gets baptized in the water, when he just has that urge that's unexplainable within the novel, and that's Poland usually like very altering his mental decisions. The symbolism, there's a lot of religious symbolism in this book because Bulgakov was himself a very religious person. So he used the water to act as sort of the rebirth as Ivan as a believer, because that begins his journey of, you know, eventually, slowly believing in Woland and the devil and everything else. Okay. Yeah, Danny's phone died a lot. That was just inconvenient. Alright, so this is the part where Woland gets his leg massaged. This is more so important to begin the emphasis that Bulgakov talks about with mercy, and also about how Woland is so ancient. There's this very deep, lingering pain that's shown through that. So one of the interesting things that Bulgakov did is that he didn't make Woland is not Woland is not necessarily evil. He does things differently. There's definitely judgment and there's punishment, but he is also very willing to show mercy. And that's a very interesting way to show the devil rather than just as some evil figure. But you could easily say that Stalin is that like truly evil figure, or at least communism in this book, whereas Woland and the devil has a little more duality, which is really that saying that he really didn't like communism. Yeah, so the mercy. Woland throughout the book, there's a lot of moments where he would show mercy for people who were deserving, and take it away for those who weren't. Such as the vendor, who he told he was going to die, and he tried to tell him to enjoy his life. Whereas people like Likodin, he just sent across the country to, yeah, kind of get screwed over. Okay, so we're in another book, Chronicle of a Death Foretold, written by written by Marquez. That's Danny. That's me. Very liberal interpretation. Okay, so specifically what I want to talk about with Chronicle of a Death Foretold is Bayardo, San Roman. Um, so Marquez employs Bayardo specifically because he is the ideal embodiment of machismo. And what Marquez does is sort of criticizes the machismo mindset and living within the ridiculous ideals of that society. And he does so specifically because I think Marquez definitely sees the damaging nature of trying to fit people into these very specific roles. So specifically, there are those running with Angela, who will be appearing shortly. Um, this was really just a way to criticize how ridiculous a lot of the gender roles within Colombian society at that point in time. And more specifically, that is because Bayardo, as we see here, gets married to Angela, who is supposed to be one of the most beautiful girls in town, but very plain, very, as you can see by the face, just not, there's nothing going on. She's meant to be very dull and just without personality, but that's ideal. Now, as for Bayardo, so okay, Bayardo. Bayardo is literally perfect every way. He's the embodiment of masculinity within that country. Not only that, but Bayardo is extremely talented in everything he does. He's got money. He beats everyone when he's swimming. He could fix radios. He's just an all-around intelligent guy. Now that's pretty kind. It's pretty nice. So he's got money. He's absolutely beautiful. He's good at basically everything. Now, I mean, he's literally got everything going for him. But regardless of this, when he does marry Angela, and he finds out she's a virgin, it crushes his dream of a perfect and prosperous life. So despite having essentially every positive quality a human being can have, Bayardo becomes devastated and drunken and just ruins his life. He just throws it away just because she has never virginity, and it crushes sort of his ideal idea of a marriage. So this is our draw life.